we think in terms of time, but we won't have time in heaven the way we do here. So what does that mean exactly? And how can we endlessly be happy without any change in that happiness? Wouldn't that get boring? And the reason it's so hard for us to understand is because in this life, everything is limited for us as human beings. Now, it's interesting because as human beings, we ourselves are finite creatures. We are limited, obviously. We have the capacity for the infinite. Even though we are finite, we have the capacity to enjoy God in his infinitude. And it's the only thing. God is the only thing. And I don't mean to call God a thing, but you get the idea of what I'm saying here. Only God can truly satisfy us endlessly without our getting bored. I don't know about you, but back in the days when I would get into a band and I would get an album and I'd listen to it and it was so good and I'd listen to it. After a while, I was sick of it. I couldn't listen to it anymore. Or maybe you had the experience where there's some delicious food, you're very hungry, you're eating it, it tastes so great, and by the time the meal's over, you're full and you don't want another bite. You've had your fill. Well, this is the way life is. Every single thing, anything that you and I might derive happiness from is purely limited. And after a while, we get sick of it. We get tired of it. We get bored with it, but not God. The one thing that you will never get tired of, you will never find yourself getting bored or, is there anything else to do around here, is God. And what that means exactly, we don't know, but we do know, as St. Paul said in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, now we see through a glass darkly, but then we will see him face to face. And when we see him face to face, the absolute white-hot, continuous sum of all perfections will be right there face to face. You'll see God as he is, and there is nothing that can even begin to compare with that. And in a way that we just don't understand, we will be blissfully, maximally happy forever, and we'll never get bored. And I can't wait to find out what that means, because right now I'm looking through the glass darkly, like you are.
For more of the Patrick Madrid Show, visit relevantradio.com/Patrick.